Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Taufiqul Hakim Maluddin Fatur Rahman Al Furqan. I'm from class 4A in English Education Department. Language as a means of communication means that language is a series of systematic sounds in the forms of symbols, arbitrary, meaningful, conventional, unique, universal, productive, varied, dynamic, human, and a means of social interaction that replaces individuals in expressing something or expressing. The essence of Islamic communication is to invite people to a better path of da'wah, imposing on religious and socio-cultural values, namely by using the principles and methods found in the Quran and Hadith. The principle is not just the delivery of the message and change in communicative behavior, but establishment of harmonious and normative network of social interaction. It is principle that distinguishes the concept of communication from the Islamic perspective with communication in the Western perspective, which seems to be more culture bound and largely detached from the normative elements. The principles of application of Islamic communication are presented in the verse of the Quran as below. Number 1, all mankind to the way of your Lord with wisdom and good listens, and argue with them in a good way as well. Quran surah 16 and speak to all people in good way. The first above give an affirmation of the essence and principles of Islamic communication until the implementation stage. There are 3 elements involved in the communication process, that is communicator, communication, and the message. The communicator as the main character to convey each message, the communication. In the Islamic perspective, the process of delivering message from the communicator to the communicant must be delivered honestly and accordance with principles contained in the value of the Quran and Sunnah, because that is considered part of worship. So, in its application, the principle of Islamic communication takes place between humans and their God. This is the basic foundation of Islamic communication. Thus, there are 2 things that need to be considered as the most basic difference between Islamic perspective communication and Western perspective communication. Namely, first, Western communication is individualistic and value-free. In reality, is not able to build a harmonious social system. Second, is Islamic communication is believed to have an application conception of how to live a harmonious life, and the message conveyed contains elements that direct humans to the benefit of the world and hereafter. This nihil is considered as one of the study of Islamic communication, so that it's become part of Islamic studies. Thus, from an Islamic perspective, communication theory must be in accordance with culture and religion. Okay, that's all my presentation. And then I'm so sorry for many mistakes in my presentation, and inshallah I will be better in next presentation. And we close. We said, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.